important to check to make sure both stone is flush. You could feel the difference if one is higher than one. Every now and again you check for that. Welcome back to the channel. How it's going? In today's video we have a few different jobs here that we have to do. In today's video we're going to cut off these railings and we're going to remove this concrete here and cut off everything here and bring a slab right across here and put a stone on the step, and we're going to install up top flagstone. So with no further ado, let's dive right in. Okay guys, so first thing we're going to remove our railing now. So we're going to start doing that by cutting off all of these guys here, remove the bolts. So right now we're going to cut this off, try to get it flush with the step. The way we want to do that, we want to measure from the inside, from the step of the inside, which is 6.5. We're going to transfer 6.5 over here on this side. And down here we're going to do the same. We're going to take 9 inches from here, 9 inches down, and take our mark right here. Then we'll get our level. Run our level like so. Taking a little look at where we are right now. We're just doing a demolition. So I already finished cut one side of the step, still have another one. And as you see here, this side is a little bit difficult to cut because I don't have any access to it. Cut over this side, just have that one. So we're gonna apply a flagstone onto this front patio. But before we do so, we gotta sand it down because they have some paint on it. As you see, you could see some paint, some of the areas. So we wanna get all the paint off before. As you see here, you could see here. As you see guys, we removed 99% of the paint. So before you apply any stone to your surface, you want to make sure you remove paint or anything that's glue or anything that that's on it before. Right here, as you see, we have a cracked area and it's kind of hollow. So we're going to install flagstone onto here, but before we do that, I want to make sure our structural area is structurally sound. So for something like this, you want to remove it and patch it back before you put your stone onto it. So we're gonna take this out. add a bit of bonding glue to our surface before we apply our mortar. Just preparing it before we start to install our flagstone. So guys, basically our stone that's gonna go here for the face, it's gonna be 1 inch. So we wanna project our first stone out 2 inches. So we're gonna start from 2 inches for our first one.
Step back.
So we're gonna start our lane. We'll catch this one. So we're gonna mark. So that's the drawing that we're gonna use. We're gonna work with today. It's pretty straightforward. The door is right where you see I placed the drawing. That's where the door, those big ones, gonna be. Keep watching. You'll see how we're gonna work it out in a minute. So first thing as you see here, I line up my stone. This is exactly how we're gonna do it. What you want to check for, you bread it dry laid first. You want to measure from the surface. For instance here, if it's a step, the stone that's gonna go to the face is 1 inch thick. So you want to measure at least 2 inches. That way you have the mortar is 1/2 inch mortar, plus you have a 1/2 inch hangover. The stone is 1 inch. Okay guys, so let's lay our first stone up. You want to check your surface to make sure to see where you're at for level. Check the surface to make sure you have enough slope. In my case, the slope that we have here is good enough, so I'm just going to work with the slope that I have here. And so the first thing you want to do, I have a ball of bonding. I use this bonding glue here, and I had a bit of water to it. And this is what we're going to use to wet our surface before we put down our stone on it. So always wet your surface. Earlier we sand it down because there was some paint on the surface. Any form of paint or anything there, you want to make sure that you do any form of sanding or wire removal, whichever way works. So our first stone now. But you want to have 2 inches. Clear here as I go before I continue. We're going to wet our surface again, guys. And you want to wet the back of your stone as well as you go. Help to band it together. Mallet in the top box. Or a rubber arm when we use to knock down. Here we want to have 2 inches, like we said earlier. paste it on before we put a big lump. So that means it's stuck onto the floor properly. Let's see if butter is on my floor first. Just want to make sure we have the right ground to it. Now we do our big spreading. Guys, after you put your stone on, and make sure you check with your line to make sure it line up in all three of them is lined up. Okay, it's good looking. So the way we check for our level, once you get the slope from the first one down there, you want to just sit your lever right onto your stone as you go, and rock it like this to make sure there is no play underneath the level. That way telling you that you have the same slope that you start from the first one that you start down there to get your slope. So we check it both directions. Guys, if you're getting value from this video so far, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Really help YouTube to promote the video so other people can view and learn from as well. If there's anything I miss out as we go, you can ask whatever question in the comment section. I respond to all you guys' comments.
Hello.
Check to make sure both stone is flush. You can feel the difference if one is higher than one. And now and again you check for that. Guys, with the pattern that we're doing, just have a few more pieces to cut over here. Should be good for now we're gonna work on our step for the face. The width of the step is 5 feet, so it's almost 5 feet. It's like 1 inch less 5 feet. So our stone that we're using is 2 feet. It's 2 feet. So if we put 2 feet and then another 2 feet, we're only gonna leave with maybe like a 10 inches piece out here. So we don't want that. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna break it in 3. And we're going to put 3 pieces of stone at the face here, go right along. I think that will look better off than to have 2 big pieces here and a small piece either at the end or in the middle. So that's what I'm going to do for this one. That one there now. Now we gotta check for our slope. Good slope. Pass me, man. Let's check for slope. So guys, as you see our step there, the measurement is different. All of them is different. I try to get it as close as I can. The top one is maybe half an inch or 3/4 of an inch different from the other one. The last one at the bottom, we're gonna work that up later on with our resurfacer to try to get it to the same height as the other ones. Remember guys, the way you wanna do your joint, you wanna squeeze it. Once you squeeze it, the force gonna go up to the head and the mortar gonna run out. You just basically put your hand down, gradually squeeze until you see the bubble. You wanna have the mortar come up above the joint a little bit. That way you know the ear hole is filled inside. So guys, this is the tool that we need for our joint broom or jointer, wire brush, and a scraper. This is what we're going to use to scrape the mortar so we have a clean joint. The way we want to test our joint to know if it's ready to joint, you want to put this. Once it's not wet, you know it's ready to joint. So let's try this one. This one is, it could be dry a little bit, but it's doable. Here you have it guys, final finish off. If you get value from this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new for more upcoming video like this one. Still have here where we have to do the resurface here. Subscribe for that video. And we still have some more videos to over here as well. Subscribe.